Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to be spending some time on the load option of the Pacific Power 3550 AZX. We'll start by going over a little bit about the capabilities, including the different load modes. Then we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at programming and changing load criteria on the web-based software. The 3550 AZX comes standard with the L option for the electric load, which includes capabilities for single phase, three phase, and DC. It is also important to note that the load has slightly lower voltage levels than when in source mode. During the video, we'll be referencing the datasheet and user manual, which are available on the product page on our website. Let's go ahead now and let's start by taking a look at the data sheet, which walks through some of the capabilities. Here's page 8 of the data sheet, which focuses on the load. The L option supports constant current, constant resistance, constant power, and circuit emulation, as seen on the diagram in the upper left. Just below that, we have a table with the load operating modes, as well as the available features. As you can see, the constant current offers the most capabilities, with circuit emulation having the least. The sync mode, AC, DC, and AC plus DC mode apply for all. Taking a look now, we also have the capabilities for circuit emulation mode on the right. Let's go ahead now, let's start up the 3550 AZX, and let's take a look at the software. Alright, now we're looking at the program page, where we can input different criteria. As you can see, we're currently in voltage source mode, as we can set the frequency, voltage, and other related criteria. Let's go ahead and let's switch to load mode. To do that, scroll over the configuration in the upper right corner and go down to unit settings. The configuration page is going to have a lot of power settings that we're going to be able to modify from on the program page. On the left, you'll see our first dropdown is operating mode. Let's go ahead and let's select that. And then you can see we have three options for voltage source, current source, and active load. Let's go ahead and let's select active load and let's hit apply. Once this is done, our source will be in active load mode. Taking a look now, on the left, just below our operating mode, you can see we have a drop down for load type. Let's go ahead and let's click that quickly. And just as we mentioned previously, the AZX has capabilities for constant current, constant resistance, constant power, and then circuit emulation. Let's go ahead and let's select constant current for now. And then let's hit apply. Just below that, we have our form. If we select that drop down, we have options for single, split, 3, 2 outputs, 3 outputs, and split plus 1 output. Let's go ahead and let's change that to 3, and then let's hit apply. Below that, we have our range and mode, as well as other criteria. Let's go ahead and let's change our mode to AC quickly, and then let's hit apply again. Now let's go back to our program page and let's take a look. All right, now we're looking at the constant current programming page. In the upper left, we have some of the criteria. We have AC current, DC current, and phase shift. For this test, the load has to be synchronized to the AC voltage. To do this efficiently, you can enter the AC voltage frequency in the sync frequency section. As you can see right below that, there's a status bar where unsynced is currently shown. When it is synced, that will change. Taking a look now on the right side, we have additional criteria, including limits and overvoltage protection, abbreviated by OVP. If you have a question about some of the different criteria, you'll see that it has icons next to it. If we click those icons, it gives us a brief description. Let's go ahead now and let's go back to our unit settings and switch the modes. Let's go ahead now and let's switch the load type. To do that, hit the load type dropdown, and we're interested in constant power. Now let's go ahead and let's hit apply. Just below that, we have our form. Let's switch that from 3-phase to single phase, and let's hit apply. Now let's go ahead and let's take a look at our program page. And as you can see, some of the criteria has changed. We do have our sync criteria again in the lower left corner. One thing worth noting is the type is a drop-down menu. If we hit the drop-down, you can see we have options for apparent power RMS and active power RMS. Let's go ahead and leave it with active power RMS. Just below that, we have our AC power. One of the nice things about the software is it will notify the user if they select criteria that are outside of the capabilities of the source. So if we go ahead and we enter 65 kilowatts there, and we hit enter, the software is going to give us an error and the threshold for the different values. And again, if we work our way down towards the bottom, we have the measurement section. All right, here's the final mode we're going to take a look at for today's video, the circuit emulation mode. If we select the type drop-down, it gives us an option of those 15 different circuit types we saw in the data sheet. Let's go ahead, let's scroll down, and let's select the series RLC. What you will notice just to the right of the drop-down is we have a question mark icon. If we go ahead and we select that, it just shows us a circuit diagram for the series RLC. Let's go ahead and close that out. Taking a look just below the type, we have our sync criteria, which has been consistent. And then just below that, we have the criteria associated with the series RLC load mode. Now, if we do want to change the values, let's say we want to change our resistance from 20 ohms to 10 ohms. All we need to do is select the value, enter the new value, let's just put it at 10 ohms, and then hit enter. Just like that, that's how you change the different testing criteria on the page here. And then when you're ready to begin testing, you just switch the output enable to on. All right, that should complete the video today on the capabilities of the AC and DC load of the Pacific Power 3550 AZX. We began the video by taking a look at the capabilities of the load. Then we moved to the software and spent some time on constant current, constant power, and circuit emulation modes. We hope this video has been useful, and please keep us in mind if you ever need to rent AC or DC electronic loads.